Hello, welcome to Basic Outdoor Skills Channel. My name's Walt. How are you doing today? In episode 5 of the podcast, we talked about pre-packaged survival kits and kind of my thoughts on them. Um, I, I don't know, how do you put it? It's not that I dislike them, but I mean, they're prepackaged. I mean, they're going to have a few things you like and a lot of things that you really may or may not need. So I thought, well, let's talk about building your own survival kit and see if I can give you some thoughts and some help to get you going. Now, a lot of people, especially now, you go on YouTube and you punch in survival kits, and everybody wants to put a survival kit in this. Okay, I don't really have a problem with it, especially since this is stuff that, the stuff you put in here, you've picked out, and you know that everything in here you're going to use. Just my own personal opinion, this is a fun exercise, and to take it with you because you want to use it and see if you can actually function with it, that's not a bad idea. It's kind of fun to do, but to bet your life on it, really? If I'm in a hurt locker, I want more than this, man. I mean, I don't want to just survive. I want to survive comfortably. Thank you. So, okay, what are some of the things you might want in a survival kit? Now, clearly, it's not going to be this small. Okay, but then again, obviously, this isn't like a whole different pack. What I like to do is wear a butt pack, and a lot of this will fit in my butt pack. I might carry a different pack altogether or some sort of haversack, whatever. But these are just a few of the things. Now, keep in mind, this is not all-inclusive. This is just kind of like a good place to start. Okay, so where do you start? Well, I always keep a little cook pot in there. Because, well, if you lose your pack, you lost your cook pot, right? I always carry tools. So I carry, a multi-tool. This is the Gerber suspension. Whichever one you like, obviously, that's the one you carry. So there's an extra multi-tool. I also carry an extra knife. I prefer the Opinel for a reason. There's only, let me open this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, shoop, you can see 5 parts. There's 5 parts on this entire knife. There's, very little to go wrong. The only moving part is the blade and the lock, and you can't really screw that up. Okay? The pin is what it is. The ferrule, or ferrule, depending on your pronunciation, doesn't move. The handle obviously doesn't move. So I like it, and Opinel is a good knife, good carbon steel knife. It's small, it's light, and it's always there when you need it. There you go. Again, carry the knife you like. Repairs. So you're cruising along, you're lost, you rip your pants, you tear your bag, whatever. Some sewing needles, obviously these are like really big, but dental floss. Dental floss makes awesome string for sewing with. Now, not the tape, but the string. The string, not the tape. And in this case, it'll smell like mint. Okay, so, you rip the seat out of your pants, you want something that's going to hold. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to strong dental floss, I love dental floss. It's hard to break. If you've ever tried to break dental floss, you know what I'm talking about. So sewing up the seat of your pants with this, good idea. Something else you might want to carry. Whoop, see if I can get that in here. Super glue. What would you use super glue for? No, not for stitches. Although, if you got stones enough, it'll work. I'm here to tell you, buddy, that stings. I mean, stings bad. What would you use this for? Just general repairs. Really, I mean, that's all I use it for. If I, tear my nylon pack, or, tear my pack, tear my pants, tear my jacket, this works great. I don't have any at the moment, but duct tape. Duct tape makes great patches. Of course, you're going to want cordage. Obviously, you're going to want more cordage than this. I prefer paracord, just because I can take it apart. It's good, it's strong, it's cheap. That's why I take it. Now, the most important thing, at least for me in my area, because where I live it's wet and cold, and even in the summertime at night it's wet and it's cold. So the number one thing I always make sure I take with me, a bottle of accelerant. Because if I need a fire and I'm using my survival kit, it has hit the fan for me personally, and I'm cold and I'm wet and I'm miserable and I want fire. So I carry this. Now, when it comes to actually starting the fire, ignition sources, pick what you like. Personally, I prefer storm matches, just because they burn a long time, right? They flare up for a long time, so it's a really good bet you're going to get a fire. Of course, the good old butane lighter, always works, always there for you. Some kind of spark type fire starter. This one's the Zippo. Yeah. Or, just good old ferro rod. Whatever you're most comfortable taking, take as many or as few with you as you want in your kit. Okay, other things you might consider. I don't know. Are you on any medication? You might want to take that with you. Myself personally, I tend to get hurt a lot. Sprains, bumps, analgesic. Always a good idea. Whether it's aspirin or ibuprofen or, I can't think of what else I'm trying to think of. Anyway, if you need any medication, take it with you. Obviously, a first aid kit. Your first aid kit, well, whatever you put in there, whatever you want. Mine generally consists of basically just bandages. What am I trying to say? I want to say plasters. No, gauze pads, some tape, some diaper pins. Worst case scenario, diaper pins will stitch you back together. I don't suggest it, but also if you tear out the seat of your pants, there you go. What else you put in there is strictly up to you. I mean, you might want to have some sort of, compact hammock, or maybe a nylon sheet that you can use for a lean-to, or to just put over you. You might consider Mylar. A Mylar sheet makes a great roof. Nice and waterproof. It's also shiny, so that if you're lost, it's easy to spot. So this is just kind of like a basic place to start. These are the things that, as far as I'm concerned, fire is an absolute must. Tools, an absolute must. Now, again, you don't need to carry a knife and a multi-tool. If you don't like multi-tools, don't carry it. Don't like a knife, don't carry it. A cook pot, personally, I think it's a must, because, again, if you're using your survival kit, you've probably lost your pack. And if you've lost your pack, you've probably lost your cook pot. I mean, do you really want diarrhea because you didn't boil your water? Especially, you're already in a world of hurt, so just a thought. Cordage, obviously, that's a duh. Repair. Keep yourself and your equipment in good repair. It's amazing the psychological difference. And if you see someone that's been lost in the woods and they come out and they're just raggedy and they look nasty, and you see them when they walk out, their head's down, their shoulders are slumped down, it's been just absolutely miserable for them. It's a good psychological pick-me-up to keep yourself in good repair, to keep your equipment in good repair, keep your clothes in good repair. Just psychologically, it gives you control of the situation. Okay? Just a thought. Food, I don't know. Do you want to carry your food with you or not? How big do you want your survival kit? Do you want snares? It's up to you. Something to keep in mind, and I see this a lot on YouTube especially, people will show you how to make snares and tell you to carry snares in your emergency kit and use the snares and deal with the legal fallout later. Where I live, if you get caught snaring an animal and you're not supposed to snare that animal, they don't care how lost you are. They don't care how long you've been lost. They don't care how long it's been since you've eaten. They don't care. If you're not supposed to snare an animal and you snare an animal, man, where I live, it's your butt. You're going down. So just kind of keep that in mind. But definitely fire. Keep your stuff in good repair. I strongly suggest a cook pot and extra tools, cordage, medication, and what you add after that. That just expands your survival kit. Of course, keep in mind, you get it too big, you get your survival kit too big, and what you've got is a second pack. So keep that in mind too. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for now. If you'd like to hear the conversation we had about prepackaged survival kits, hey, check us out on iTunes. It's Basic Outdoor Skills, all one word. Or you can go to the website and listen to the podcast there. That's basicoutdoorskills.com. Just click on the podcast tab and you can hear it there. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye now.